It was a historic encounter between U.S. President Barack Obama and his Cuban counterpart Raul Castro. The two talked for about an hour in what was the first sit-down between the leaders of the two countries in more than half a century. Our Laah Hyun has the story.
It took the heads of state of the U.S. and Cuba more than 50 years to sit down face-to-face. U.S. President Barack Obama described the meeting as historic and said it was time for them to try something new.
We are now in a position to move on a path towards the future and leave behind some of the circumstances of the past.
The meeting took place on Saturday on the sidelines of a gathering in Panama called the Summit of the Americas. Castro, who earlier in the day acknowledged that there would be stumbling blocks ahead, reaffirmed Cuba's commitment to normalize diplomatic ties with the U.S.
We are willing to discuss everything, but we need to be patient, very patient.
This comes after Washington and Havana surprised the world last December when they announced the two countries would seek to end half a century of diplomatic strife by normalizing relations. The big question now is whether Obama will remove Cuba from Washington's list of state sponsors of terrorism. After the meeting, the U.S. president told reporters that he would need more time to make a decision.
I'll be honest with you, I have been on the road, and I want to make sure that I have a chance to read it, study it, before we announce publicly what the policy outcome is going to be.
Citing a senior U.S. official, various media outlets report the announcement will be made in the coming days. Whether this will indeed open a new era and eventually lead to reopening embassies in Washington and Havana remains to be seen. Laah Hyun, Arirang News.